Hey guys, Coach Dylan from Al Endurance Coaching. We're now into week 2 of our base building phase, building back up after the Boston Marathon. Whew, I'm tired. Alright, so we got a total of about 30 miles this week, which, we were like 15 to 20 miles for the first couple weeks once we started running again after Boston. Then last week we got about 25. This week we're up to about 30, so we're slowly bumping it up. We got about a total of about 5 hours training time, like actual time spent training this week, between 5 runs and 2 swims. So we haven't had an actual off day, but Tuesday's swim was super short. It was really just enough to kind of get warmed up and stretch before practice. So going back over the week, we got an easy 6 miles in on Monday. Kind of using it, get used to this humidity. It's starting to get warm and steamy in Louisiana. And me personally, I'm not a hot, steamy runner. It really negatively impacts me. It really slows me down. So I have a feeling the total mileage probably will not reflect the total volume as much as it normally would this summer if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and actually paying attention to my heart rate. And we'll get into that later. So Tuesday we did that quick 20-minute swim before practice. Just kind of busted out a quick 20 minutes, kind of work the kinks out, just get moving, get limbered up. Wednesday we did our 5 a.m. track workout with the guys. Walter and Troy both showed up, and we did 6 sets of, with warming up and cooling down. We did a full set of striders, and then we did 6 times 1 minute quick with a 2-minute recovery shuffle in between them. And we probably went a little harder than we were anticipating going. They ended up being at least 300 meters long. That last one was close to 350. Yeah, it was fast. It's faster than I've run in a while. And it caught up with me. But we really opened up on that last one. Felt good to move fast. But man, the next day and the day after, really Friday, my quads and my hamstrings really lit up, super tight, super beat up. I actually talked to Troy sometime on Friday, and he said for the first time in his life he actually had muscle soreness in his feet. And he's fairly accomplished triathlete, kind of working his way back into running, and so he's definitely like we can motor, but it was the first time we've been working that hard in a while, and it definitely caught up with us. Thursday, I did a 1 mile swim. It took about half an hour or so in the pool. Just nice and easy, kind of working on mechanics, working on the reach, working on the pull a little bit, not trying to push it too hard, and it wasn't super fast. Friday, 2 days after Wednesday's workout caught up with me, and my quads and hammies were super tight, and I should have done more of a dynamic warm up before getting out the door to go run, but public schools got out this week, so my 5-year-old daughter was home with me Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I had to get my run in before my wife could go to work because she still had to teach class and grade papers and all that kind of stuff this week. She's a professor at Louisiana Tech. So I was on kid detail this week, which limited my ability to kind of do some of the stuff I would normally do. I got an easy 5 miles in Friday morning before the wife went to work, and before I went to work, and I was sore from that speed workout. My quads and hammies were lit up. My calves and feet felt fine, which was great, but the quads and the hammies were tight. I could tell I had a workout. That first half mile, my mechanics were super goofed. But it met the bill for a recovery run. All the runs this week were probably a little harder, except for today's, Sundays. It was a little harder than I wanted them to be, simply because it's been hitting 90 degrees now, and it's been really humid. And if you run in the morning, it's really humid. Not quite as warm, but it's really humid. So yesterday, Saturday, I did, in about 78 minutes total on the trail. which under normal conditions would be like the equivalent of, a 10-mile run for me. It only added up to be about 9 miles total because of the trails and the heat and humidity, that kind of stuff. But it felt pretty good. I definitely worked a little bit, kind of working on my knee pickup and some of the harder push mechanics of going up hills. It felt good though. I got to run the first couple miles with Walter, one of the guys that came out on Wednesday. Ran the first couple miles with him, and then the last mile or two I ran with Troy, the other guy that came out on Wednesday. He came out a little bit later. I got a couple easy miles in with him while he was running before his family showed up to ride some bikes around the lake. So that was nice. It was nice to get some company. And I realized afterwards that it was my first run of more than an hour, of an hour or longer, since Boston. So I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that I was tired afterwards, because that was over a month ago now. I haven't run for an hour or more since then. So it was a good long run stimulus. I pushed a little bit. I got a little bit of hard work in there. Got the heart rate up a little bit. Definitely took the handheld with me with some tailwind in it, but it's still. I could tell I was dehydrated by the end. I didn't get a chance to weigh myself before leaving, but definitely got home and got a bunch of water and some electrolytes back in me. Ate some good for me food. Yeah, it was a good run. And then today, Sunday, I got a nice little 4-mile recovery run in, and just got up early this morning. Not super early. It was probably about 6:45 by the time I left. Just a nice little shuffle down to the track, a couple miles on the grass around the track, and then shuffle home. The goal being purely recovery. I didn't even look at my pace. I saw my pace when I get the mile splits on my watch, but I just had my watch displaying my heart rate, so I keep it, kind of in that 150 range. And just super easy recovery shuffle because I needed it. What it does mean is I didn't have a dedicated day off this week. I think that's okay though. I think especially with that 20-minute swim before practice on Tuesday, I'm kind of easing back into my 14-day training week with, day 14 being the rest day. Because historically I felt better doing that than if I take a day off every week. Just getting that, easy 20 or 30 minutes in instead of taking the day off seems to help me personally recover from those workouts. That being said, I'm tired. I've been intentionally waking up earlier than normal so I can get my run in the dark so I don't get sunburned without having to wear sunscreen. And yeah, I mean, I think I've been getting enough sleep. But the combination of starting to bump the total workload up and shifting my sleep schedule, it's catching up with me. And just being this hot and humid, it tires me out. I'm not a heat and humidity runner. But feels good when you get done. So I think the big goal for this coming week, we're going to be going on vacation. We're going to the beach for the first part of the week, and then I'm going camping in Arkansas for the second part of the week, with my family, my mother, my sisters, and niece and nephew, and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be a fun time. But what it does mean is that I won't be at home with like the normal training environment. So we'll see how well sticking to the training plan works while we're out of town. I think the kind of midweek quality workout we're planning on doing is going to be maybe some threshold repeats. Nothing super crazy, but enough to kind of rev the engine a little bit. Probably will feel better being down on the beach when I do that. Not on the beach, but next to the ocean, a little bit of a breeze rather than here in northern Louisiana where it's really humid, not much of a breeze. So I've found before that running at the beach feels amazing, as long as you're not on the sand. Running on sand sucks. But so I'll be kind of curious to see how that goes. If it's feeling really good, I may switch it up and do some harder intervals to take advantage of being able to move faster without jacking the heart rate too much. But we'll see how it goes. And then next week's long run, we're going to probably be somewhere in that ballpark of 75 to 90 minutes, just stretch it another mile or two as we continue to build the volume. I won't be in the pool this week, probably, just because I'm going to be traveling, but I'm going to be going swimming at the beach and that kind of stuff. Probably won't be doing a swim workout like I normally would, though. So it's going to be a little bit different this week. But we'll see what how it goes. So follow along on Strava if you want to see the details in the notes. I'll include the description I'll include the link in the description, and then follow along on Facebook and Instagram. Click the like button and the notification button and the subscribe button if you don't want to miss the next ones, or any of the coaching training talks that we'll be posting as well. If there's something you want to hear about in coaching training talk, or talk you want to hear about a specific drill you want demoed or a lifting technique you want demoed, well, let me know, because I'd rather make videos you guys need as opposed to just whatever comes off the top of my head. Also, follow along on the blog over on the website. Once a week, every Friday, normally about lunchtime, it goes up. And normally it's a little more eloquently put together than the videos because I'm a much better writer than speaker. Till next time, train smart.